गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णू गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुरेव परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, महायोगी स्वामी उमानंद सरस्वती की जय। Yes, you must have guessed right. I'm going to read some lines to you. Now it is about Sant DNYANADEV. We are continuing with his life, and we will be referring to these part of videos as SIDDHA, SIDDHAs, life of SIDDHAs, because we are talking about great saints. So now today I'm going to read out a few lines. They are translated by me, of course, and the original works are written by Sant DNYANADEV, and the subject was a universal prayer, that is Pasayadan we call it. Now what does this Pasayadan include? It was so said that because of the great works, the rendering of Jnaneshwari, a commentary on Bhagavad Gita, which ended with 9,000 couplets, God was pleased by Sant DNYANADEV. And once he was pleased by Sant DNYANADEV, obviously, the Sant DNYANADEV says, if you are pleased, then I would like to have a small boon. Now, why one boon? Why one boon? Gods can give many, but he says, ask for one boon. You take any mythological story and you will realize that God says, ask for one boon. Now, why one? So that you know exactly what you want in life. It is not that he cannot give you multimo, but it is you need to know what exactly you want in life. So you get focused and you get it, then you get it. So what was the thing that Nandi asked for? He asked for a boon for the universe. He asked for the boon for the universe, which is called a Pasayadan. Now in that, he has laid down certain instructions, like for the saints. He has said that the saints should come upon the earth and they should move around amongst the people like mobile gardens and fulfill the wishes of the people. First, see that they are made to think rightly, and then their wishes should be granted as if the saints were kalpatarus, thus wish-yielding trees. And for this he says, and finally they should also point out towards God and say, all right, now that your desires are fulfilled, you pray to the universal Lord. This is beautiful. I just one couplet I will read, the rest you can pick it up from Kindle. He says, he says here, now the universal Lord should be pleased by my discourse and should grant me a boon, handful and total. Evil people should shed away their evilness complete and develop liking for good deeds, and beings should develop amongst themselves a fellowship. Darkness of sins should vanish from the world, and sun of righteousness should dawn, and all beings receive whatever they desire or want. Who could shower but grace alone? Such gatherings of saints should visit the earth to meet beings and mortals all around. They being like moving gardens of wish-fulfilling creepers and active towns of wish-fulfilling pebbles and oceans of heavenly words. Those who are moons without marks upon them and suns without heat to burn, such noble souls must be loved by one and all and revered. What more need I say? World should fill with happiness and worship the Lord primeval. Friends, we have hundreds of religions. I'm sure one person per religion, if comes forth to make a beautiful club, let's say a beautiful club, then they might make a difference on the world today. The world needs to be saved by mortal alone. And this is only possible if some of the great saints come together. Well, this was a universal prayer of Sant DNYANADEV. It is there in my Kindle works, Jnaneshwari once again. Please feel free. You may even invite it for a few days of reading. I think that facility is also available there. And you can read these few couplets and the 6th chapter from Kundalini Yoga. That will give you an insight to these, the yoga. As a matter of fact, I am going to talk about 18 yogas once my service to the Siddhas is done. I wish to talk about 18 yoga, and all those 18 yoga are there in Jnaneshwari. So we will refer to it. Each chapter is a yoga, a message of a yoga. So we will also use that. Now there are 4 things actually Sant Jnanadev is known for. First thing was Guru Bhakti Yoga. His entire life was dedicated with the head, and he says, only when you make me speak, I shall speak. All my literature is already, it is being composed because you are speaking through me. You are intuitively guiding me. Because of your discriminating device, I am able to select the right from the wrong, and that's why my journey has become so beautiful. Now this was the complete dedication to Guru Bhakti Yoga. Second thing which he contributed was the understanding of Kundalini Yoga. He did not only talk about it, he excelled it. He excelled it to such an extent that finally he is one of the youngest saints who took to Samadhi, the final culminating state of Ashtanga Yoga. Now Samadhi is the final state in which the 5 elements in the body which we are made of get merged into the 5 elements of the universe. Yes, but voluntarily. It is not done out of force. Today if I die, will not be till the last minute. I wouldn't want to die. So gradually my heart may, my lungs may, and things will keep on failing, and somewhere the elements will stop functioning, or the organs may stop functioning. Let's not worry about it. It's a journey we cannot avoid. So we have to go through that. All said and done. But then ultimately the 5 elements are forced to merge in the 5 elements of the universe. But here when the saints take Samadhi, it is a voluntary training. It's a voluntary act. They themselves are able to merge into the ultimate. That was said about Sant Jnanadev. That the 5 elements, the earth element got dissolved in water, the water element got dissolved in fire, the fire got dissolved in air, the air got dissolved in space, the space got dissolved in light, the light got dissolved in aura. Friends, it must be a beautiful journey. And every step of it, these 4 children, Nivrittinath, Jnanadev, Sopan, Muktai, they have lived, they have loved, they have followed, and they have left paths for us to follow. Now this was his contribution about the understanding of Samadhi. So Kundalini Yoga, Samadhi, then Guru Bhakti Yoga and Pasaidan. These are 4 major contributions to the thought of Sant Jnanadev's philosophy. There will be much more to tell. I would love to tell some more interesting stories where miracles step into it. Why miracles? Today people don't want to have miracles because of course it's a world of science, and science itself is miracle. Human being itself is a miracle. So there one does not have to prove more and more. But one is not able to perform because one is not dedicated finally to the cause. And the discipline which is required along with prayers of food, of diet, of sleep, of things like these, or your desires, it is not being observed. Today all of us are enjoying going out, enjoying food, enjoying the comforts, and then within the 4 walls of the comforts we are speaking about the spiritual world. Of course, the grace works because God is kind. But if it has to work on a higher level, maybe we need to be more disciplined. So this is required. Right now we get distracted with small things. I'll give you a very beautiful example and I'll stop here. Once I made a medicine. It was I had taken a 10 days Ayurveda course and I had prepared one medicine. And I named it Aura. And the best thing about that was it would heal any wound in 30 seconds. So that was very miraculous. It was miraculous. And of course then some of them suggested that it is so beautiful, why don't you supply it to the world, and it is very nice. And then of course as usual I started dreaming, now there will be, we will put up factories and, and I'll be earning. don't know, I still think of it. It's, but anyway, when it comes to asking for a boon, my only boon is enlightenment. But these distractions come. So when this came the next morning, in my vision, my guru came and she says, why not? You want you to make the medicine and let it be popular, then I will grant you the boon. But then next life you have to end up being a medicine woman, so medicine man or whatever. So I said, no, well, I don't want that. She said, you can have many factories. So I said, no, I don't want that. Well, friends, on this light journey of light, as you make, you are going to get distracted. It's a journey all surrounded by beautiful people, and you are bound to get distracted. Beautiful cause, beautiful earnings, beautiful money. The what doesn't tempt? Most of the saints end up, before the light is there, almost about to reach, and one little bifurcation comes and diversion comes, and the person gets tempted to take a right turn or a left turn instead of going straight. Now, this is the difficult part of it. We have to overcome all of that and get more focused and make the journey complete towards light. I am trying my best. Help me for it and join me in my path. I am Swami Radhikanand from Pune. We will be now referring to these videos as Life of Siddhas. So after that, I will talk about 18 yogas. They will be based on Bhagavad Gita, and each chapter will highlight one yoga which is mastered by Sant DNYANADEV. But right now we are going to stick to the earlier program of talking about 10 Siddhas. So as service to Siddhas, I end my program here today. I am Swami Radhikanand from Pune. Thank you so much.